Are you a brick and mortar business owner that has put your blood, sweat, and tears into creating a storefront that lights you up and serves your clients really well, only to be frustrated that you're the best kept secret in town? If you're not hearing your new clients say, "I found you on Google," then you are in the right place. Welcome. My name is Melissa Rose. I'm a mom, a brick and mortar business owner, and your straight shooting visibility coach. I've cracked the SEO code to becoming the top choice on Google in my industry. And now I'm sharing the secrets on this podcast. Get ready for stories, fail-proof strategies, and practical tips to elevate your brick and mortar presence to the top choice on Google. Let's get real, because we're going to make your business the only option in town. Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Brick and Mortar Visibility. Today we have a listener question, and I'm super excited about it because it is all about Google reviews, and it's based on an episode that I did earlier. It's linked in the episode description, episode 229. And I talked about Google reviews and creating some really good ones. And the listener had a good question, follow-up question. So stay tuned as I explain what he asked and how to make sure you don't have that problem. All right, everybody. But first and foremost, go get your Google Business Profile updated today. What do I mean by that? You need to bring over a social post from the past week, bring it over to your Google Business Profile, and update your Google Business Profile. If you just glazed over with your ears, if that's possible, if you're like, what are you talking about? Please go grab my free Google Business Profile workshop. It's in the link here in the bio, and you can get this workshop. It's about 30 minutes long. It's a video, and I literally walk you through step by step what you need to do so you can optimize that Google Business Profile and make sure all the bells and whistles are on so that you can start your foundation of great SEO. So MsMelissaRose.com/Google workshop or /deals. That'll get you there too. And you can grab my free workshop and start implementing right away. As a business owner, I'm not just a business owner, as I'm sure you are. Many of us have a lot of hats we're wearing. We might have some side hustles. We might have some kids. I don't know about you, but I was really naive as a young mama thinking, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. It's going to get easier when they get bigger. Here's the deal. As many of you know that have been around the block a few times, that's not quite the case. As they get older, they get busier. I had a friend who used to say, bigger kids, bigger problems. So I am partnering with a company in the health and wellness space that promises a product to give me better sleep, get me lean, get me energized, get me focused, all the things. And I'm super excited because it's a very holistic product specializing in peptides. And for those of you that are interested and would like to know more, I do have a YouTube link here below to check it out and see what it's all about. This company is launching in October, and I'm super excited to be on the ground floor of it. If this is something that you're interested in, watch the video. And if you want to learn more, email me at melissa@thedancinghouse.com. All right, everybody, we are days away from Q4 of 2024. And I don't know about you, but I like to make each year the best year yet. And I do this by surrounding myself with great people, but I also love to help others up-level their business and make their business the best yet, the best they have created yet. And I have my Level Up Mastermind. We start Level Up tomorrow, September 17th. Yes, tomorrow. And you're going, what? I can't do that tomorrow. Or maybe you're like, oh my gosh, that totally works. It's over the noon hour. And this is a mastermind where we get together and you bring in a question, concern, or problem, and we work through it. So it's a strategy, it's a work session, it's accountability, it's out-of-the-box thinking. It is so good. And everybody that has been part of it has loved it. And this is a really great way to start the process of making your 2024 the best year yet. Now, what does that mean for you? Does that mean more revenue? Does it mean higher percentage profit? Does it mean better systems? Does it mean better SEO? Does it mean maybe hiring a team member? What does it mean for you? What is your rock or your main thing for this next quarter that you're going to work on? And how are you going to make sure it happens and is done by the end of 2024 so that your 2025 is set up for success? That is why I love a mastermind. That is why I love a small group. That is why I love the accountability that comes with it. And if you are interested in something like that, please check out my mastermind, MsMelissaRose.com/mastermind if you're listening. Otherwise, of course, it's linked here in the show notes. This mastermind meets once a month for 90 minutes. So it's not this huge commitment weekly, but it's enough where you are going to show up and you're going to do the work because you want to make yourself accountable and you want to be accountable to the group. So this is an ongoing mastermind. The minimum commitment is only 3 months. So go check it out at MsMelissaRose.com/mastermind, or of course, click the link in the show notes. All right, on to the question of the day. And if you are interested in submitting a question, or if you have a question for me, you can go to my website, brickandmortarvisibility.com, and there's a ask a question for the podcast. Click it there. Of course, Brick and Mortar on Instagram or LinkedIn, Melissa Rose, and you can message me and, of course, ask a question. And I would love, love, love to feature your question on the podcast. So in the episode I'm referring to, 229, I gave you 3 different ways to get really good Google reviews. Google reviews are hard enough to get. So when you get one with a thumbs up or great job or just 5 stars, yes, thank you very much. Thank you. However, it's not as juicy as I would like it to be for you. I want that Google review to talk about the service or product that they used, where they came from, how they found you, why they chose to use you or buy that product, the results, the transformation, as much goodness as we can squeeze out of that orange, right? We want so much there so that those keywords are being picked up by Google, but also your future clients are looking at those reviews and they help you so much. So those are the things we want in our Google review. So in order to get those things, we kind of need to help people. And in 229, I really focused in on how to get that juicy review in different ways. And one of the ways is a template. And this gentleman asked me, he goes, so you talked about the template. Do you ever get, here's his question, do you ever get Google flagging you for using a template? And I looked at him and it took me a second and I go, oh my gosh, no, absolutely not. And the reason is because if I give the client a template, they usually always make it their own. They would rearrange things, and their results are going to be different than client B. So they're going to speak differently to what products and services they use. They're going to speak differently to the results they got. They're going to speak differently to the experience they had, all those things. So there hasn't been in my 16 years of business anything flagged by Google for using a template like that, because honestly, our clients take the liberty to make it their own. So I hope that's helpful, because that was a great question. But one thing Google doesn't like, you guys, is let's say you are speaking at a networking group or you're speaking at a conference and you put up your QR code for a Google review, which I often do. When I speak, I'm like, if you'd be so kind as to leave an honest rating and review, especially if you got value out of this. And I get reviews, but here's the deal. We don't want people giving reviews all at the same time. So you do risk red flags there if you have a room full of 5,000 people. Now, chances are if you're speaking that at 5,000, you're not going to do this. But if you're speaking at, let's say, a small person networking group of like 20, you very well may do something like this. And you need to be mindful that we don't want those Google reviews coming in all literally at the same time. For example, you could close out your speech, or let's say you do this. You close out your speech and you say, if you leave me a Google review in the next 30 minutes, I'll give you a $25 gift card to Target. First of all, we are not supposed to pay or bribe with Google reviews. Second of all, If you get a huge swarm of Google reviews all within minutes of each other, Google will flag that and they will block them. All right? So you don't want to do that. You want these Google reviews coming in consistently so that it helps your algorithm with Google, and Google likes it. So play nice with Google, because Google will serve you well if you play nice with Google. All right, I hope that tip was helpful. Please submit a question that you have. Otherwise, I ask you, if you've been listening to the podcast for a while, please leave an honest rating and review on Apple iTunes. This is where more brick and mortar, more business owners can find out about SEO, the Google business profile, and how to optimize it and make their business the only option in town. I hope you are well. I hope business is well. We are getting ready for the busiest time of the year, and I'm really excited about what's in store with Level Up. If you have questions or anything, or would like to know more about it, you can also click a 20-minute call with me, and I can share personally, face-to-face over Zoom, what to expect and what you can get out of it. All right, everybody, have a great week. We'll see you here same time, same place next week. Peace. Bye-bye.